we go. Take these off so I can actually see them. Good evening, friends. Good evening. Good evening and welcome this fine Thursday evening to Littleport Christian Spiritualists in Littleport Village Hall. Guess where? In Littleport. Welcome and thank you all for coming. Please do have a wonderful, wonderful evening. It's so lovely to see some familiar faces, returning faces, new Take turns at the wheel. Now always remember. Balance. Oh no! Hang on. We've had a problem with the sound. I do apologise, everyone online. My microphone didn't work. Can you hear me now, darlings? Can you hear us now, darlings? Don't worry, I was only yakking. They'll tell you what I said. Now comes the good bit because we're going over to the... Sorry? Yeah. Something's gone funny in it. Oh well, they can hear us. Eunice, if you want to stand by the mic or by the camera, or this side, they'll be able to hear you better. So please welcome for our reading tonight, Eunice.
Good evening, everybody, and everybody at home. We need something to look forward to. It need not cost the earth. It's the little things that matter. It's been this way since birth. A baby needs a cuddle, reassurance that you're there. It costs so very little just to show that you care. A toddler needs some guidance, protecting them from danger. We do it automatically. We become a forest ranger. As time goes by, and fly it will, they grow up big and strong, yet we are still protecting them from things that may go wrong. This may not always sit so well, as their independence shines so bright. Do we give up on them? No, we carry on the fight. For this is love and caring. We do it every day. It's natural and a part of us. This is nature's way. Kindness, love and caring can be shared throughout the land. It starts at birth and carries on. We all walk hand in hand. So if we all remember the love that we once knew, then share a little happiness. We can help each other through. Why do you sit and worry? Does it really help deep down? No. It only makes you feel bad whilst wearing a deep frown. Concern is something different. It usually shows you care, but this is usually does no good, just shows that you're aware. So when asked what is the answer, well, I'll tell you what I do. I try to reassure and listen, just to help them through. A caring word, a cuddle, makes them laugh, and you will see that there's someone here who understands. Then you go and have a drink. You see how people are smiling. It's easy if you try, but that light that shines so bright, then you will know the reason why. You have the gift of caring, so share it. You will see, to change a frown into a smile, you've set their worries free. This may not last forever, but showing them the way, It helps for a few moments, so do it every day. Thank you.
Well, friends, now is the time in us to big thank you for that, Eunice. I knew that hugging a tree was going to have to come in at some point. Thank you for that. I'm now going to hand over for the next few minutes to Tony to lead us all in healing. For those that have never been before, if you would like some healing, be bold, be brave, and get ready to stick your hand up and keep it up until someone stood behind you. But to lead us in healing, while I go and rectify the biggest mortal sin that the spiritualists can ever do, I forgot to bring the cold water jug in. While I go and rectify that, I will now invite Tony to talk you all through and guide us through tonight's healing. So please welcome Tony. Thank you.
Trying to say no to me. Sight you see when you haven't got a gun. In a few moments, please put your healing thoughts to work, and please remember the following: Sarah and Debbie, Celtic Rose, who I believe last week was Celtic Rose, Pauline, Janet, Joan, Sophie, Henry, Charlotte, Shemaine, Ian and Yogi, Jen and Ian, Tracy, Mike, Elaine and Trevor, Gordon, Eileen, Lisa, Mark and Margaret, Paul the Bald Laker. Special thoughts for him because he just needs a bit of help this week. Steve, Chris, Tony, Cheryl, Janet, and the friends and family of Diego Jota and Andre Silva, who you may have caught the news this morning and you know why they got a special meeting. That was the easy bit. Now, if you would like some healing, please put a hand in the air. Healers, if you're prepared to go to a hand in the air, go now. Anyway, you want to go? Come down the back and do one, so that's fine. Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll come down too. Thank you.
Healers, if you would please prepare yourselves, just a few words as ever from me. Great Spirit, would you please send your healing powers down through the life and through these healers to the people who need it. And at the same time, would you please protect those very same healers from anything they don't want to receive. And one thing that I will tell you, and I tell it most weeks, the more of you do it and the more times you do it, the greater it becomes. So healers, you have 3 minutes to do your work. Thank you.
Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, divine source of the universe and great creator. Here we bring unto you all those listed in all the healing books throughout the land. Be they sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Those we know, those we do not know,
thank you, healers. If you can just say your thank yous to your guides and inspirers and helpers, and just bring yourselves back. And as I say every week, thanks to those of you who asked, for more than one reason.
Thank you to Tony and all of the healers, and thank you to everyone for sending out your thoughts. Let's get that back on the main doobry. There we are. We'll get there in the end. I did jinx it earlier, didn't I? Thank you to everyone at home also who sends out their healing as well. It always matters and always makes a difference. Well, friends, now is the time in our service where I'm going to hand over for the rest of the evening to two very good friends of mine, Gina and Nicola. Should, of course, they come to you, please remember to answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. Don't feed the medium, they'll bite your hand off. I think we like these two ones, and I've still got scars to prove it. So. Should the curtain start, in all seriousness, for those that have never been before, if the curtains start twitching and a chair starts spinning, please drag hold of me and carry me out first, because I don't like it. But no, I am kidding. We don't do things like that around here, to the extent that I like to have a joke about it, because if you ever see that happening, it won't be in one of these places, I tell you. A movie, maybe, special effects, probably, but never a church. Behave yourself. But most importantly, do have a wonderful, uplifting evening. Reach out to your loved ones and ask them if there's space in the queue. Tell them to jump it and come and work with one of these two lovely ladies. So send out your thoughts, your love, and give them a big, proper little port welcome. Our mediums tonight, Gina and Nicola.
Thank you, Nick. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hello, it's lovely to be here with you all again. So, how wonderful. And I hope you've not melted too much. It's been a little bit cooler, which is a bit more pleasant, isn't it? So, friends, as Nick said, if I do come to you, please do speak up. It's really helpful. Sometimes my sat-nav does work, sometimes it doesn't. I never know how I'm going to work, all right? So everybody has to stay awake to hear what's being said. Okay, thank you. Oh, all right, so my first lovely communicator, I feel, is a lady, and I know that she had a heart condition. She's even smaller than me, actually. She's probably about 5'3". And I know that she puts on me a heart condition here. And I know that she wasn't able to breathe very well. So it affected her breathing too. She's also talking about an operation that she, I think, should have had, but she didn't quite get it. There were a lot of complications as well for her, bless her heart. She is dressed beautifully. She is very well kept, I have to say. Lovely lady. And I do feel numb. Okay, where are you taking me? I do feel over this side of the room. But the lady at the back understand in the blue. In the blue, sorry. Okay, mum or grandmother? Grandmother. Mother. Tis mum. Yeah, so I can only hear your voice. Just okay. I know that she was a grandmother as well, because she's like, don't forget that. Does that make sense for you? She's not your mum isn't a grandmother. Right. Well, why is she going on about it then? Because she's probably nagging. Yes? Okay. So she's still the same in spirit as she was here. All right. I just feel like I want to be a grandmother. You understand that? Okay. Love her heart. I know that when she was here, even though she's, I would say, quite petite, she's a feisty lady, and I know that she liked to get things done, and get them done yesterday. I also feel here she's saying, well, have you done that yet? Well, when are you going to do that? So I know here she's talking about you getting on and doing things, and don't put things off, okay? I know she was like that as well when she was here on the earth. She's so forthright, you know, very forthright. She likes things done and done well. Done well. But as I tap into her energy, aside from that, she's got a lovely soft energy as well, you know, and very loving and compassionate. And I just feel this Jekyll and Hyde with her. She can be tough when she had to be, you understand? Yeah. But I know she's bringing both sides of her for you, because you need both. You need that tough feisty bit, and you need that gentleness as well, and to get you through. Right. Would you understand why there is an unborn, please, in the spirit world? Because she's showing me a little teddy bear. So I know that there is a miscarriage or a little one in the spirit world that didn't make it on the earth, okay? Because she's just bringing forward that little teddy bear. All right, okay. Be in the family, all right, be in the family. Because I know she's saying, well, I'm just coming to make do and look after this one. It's made you laugh, hasn't it? Oh dear. She was quite a patient lady when she was here, you know, very patient. And she still is being patient. But impatient. She's being patient but impatient. All right? Okay, it takes as long as it takes, but come on, hurry up. Oh, she is funny, because I know she has a good sense of humour as well. All right. And would you, okay, all right. She's bringing you lilies, please. She's bringing you lilies. Beautiful white flowers, lilies, okay? So I know that's something special for her. And bring them to you with huge amounts of love here for you. And there's something that you should be doing and you're not doing, because you think, I don't know if I can do it or not. All right? And it's to improve you, to allow you to go further forward. She's saying, come on. No one can give you confidence. It's just putting that foot forward and starting. That way you'll gain that confidence. Okay? Yes? So she's around you, helping you with that as well. Is that okay? Yes? She leaves you a ring, so I know there's a ring that she's left you, and that comes with a lot of love too. All right? Is that okay? Thank you very much. I heard Betty then, and then I've got, I can't sing, so I'm not going to, but somebody here is singing. Is it that Betty song? Anyway, I can hear it, And I've got dragged over this side, so I know I've got somebody's spirit side who love the music, and I know I'm going back into the 60s here. The 60s, 70s, but I've also got Teddy boy dancing too. And I do have a gentleman, and he's a tall gentleman here, quite distinguished looking, but he's got a nice shining head and a little bit of hair here. So he would polish it. Great sense of humour. But I feel like there's a Betty there as well, so, or Betty's significant. It could be the music again, I don't know. Would anybody understand someone of that description along here? And I want him, there's jiving, there's all this dancing, he's really, really good. Really good. Okay. At the back there. What can you understand?
Height and like the appearance.
Yeah. What about the music?
Yeah, I listen to that sort of music.
Sorry?
I listen to that sort of music.
You did? Okay. Because I'm aware of it all here, and that's, you know, my era. That's my era. I'm really happy. But what a lovely man, you know. He's such a great man and hilarious. And it's like anybody who was in his vicinity, he would embrace. He wouldn't leave anybody out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's very engaging. You know, he's very engaging. He comes across here like a bit of a show-off as well. You know, a little bit of a... He does feel like that to me, and when he was younger, I feel that he was one for the ladies, should we say? Because he's saying he was handsome. He was a handsome man, and I know he could turn a look. That's what he's saying. All right. Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. What about the ladies in front? It does feel, I can't change his character, because he's very open here. He's very open. And would you understand Betty, please? Anybody understand Betty there? Because I know I've got Betty's spirit side as well, so I know that we're engaging with Betty. Ladies are chatting there. Do you understand any of this? No? Okay, sorry. All right, that's fine. I am on type, yeah. Do you understand Dave, please? Dave? Because he's called out Dave. Because I feel this is part of his memory, so he would have known Dave. He's taken me back to that era, like the 60s and that, you know, the music. And I feel like he could dance as well, because he's showing me that. So if you don't know when he was younger, he used to do all that. Does that make sense? Yes? Because he's an older man as he passed, yeah? There's an older gentleman when he passed, yes? No? Okay. Does anybody else understand this information? Because I really feel like I'm with you, but you're not. Okay? No? This gentleman's like in his mid to late 60s. Okay? Yeah? Okay. And he just comes here looking quite smart but casual. Alright? And I know I just fit in. But he's coming across as uplifting everybody, you know, wanting to uplift everybody. He's bringing that music and everything in like that for a reason. They come through with the information that they're bringing for a reason. And it's a reason for what's going on the earth. So there must be an issue where people are needing to get together, where people are needing to just let their hair down and chill out and not take things so seriously. Because he's coming through with this sense of humour, the uplifting of the music, and just say, enjoy yourself, get on with it. Okay, yeah? So he's trying to take the seriousness away from life at the moment. Yeah? That's that part of him that's coming through this evening with that information. Because he knows what's going on with you. Alright, yeah? And he wants to lift you up. He wants to lift you up. Okay? Actually lift you up. Now he may have done this on the earth where he lifted you up, do you know what I mean? So he's doing it again. Okay? He's lifting you up. Saying, look at my girl, look at this girl, look at her. He's proud of you. He really is, he's proud of you. He just wished that you could feel better about yourself. You know, he really does. He wants to take all that seriousness away, all this self-doubt, all this low self-esteem away from you. Because he says you don't deserve it. Alright, you understand? So that's why he's bringing this music and he's trying to make you laugh. Let's make you dance, look. That should make you laugh. So
That's certainly something I've never seen.
well, exactly, you know. And he's shined his head especially for tonight as well. Okay, so please, my lovely, talk to him. Know he's there, and he is. As he shows me lifting you up, he's holding you. That's what he's saying. I've got you. All right, I've got you, and it's going to be all right. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we've got them in the end. Okay, please take his love and his strength. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I need to worry about the microphones because it's over there. It's not working, so you can just wander and yell at something else, isn't it?
Oh,
It's better than baking it.
I should say, just before I get started, it's quite appropriate with what you said about your latest workshop with the new guys. I have been working with a new one recently, and he's somewhat of a wordsmith, is how he would describe himself. So if I should start sounding like I've swallowed a set of encyclopedias, a dictionary or a thesaurus, just bear with me, that's him, with his influence. So I just thought I should let you know before we get going. Because I worked the other day, and I didn't have a clue what I was literally saying, and you can vouch for that on Sunday morning.
She's in the zone. She's in the zone ignorance. I'll vouch for you, darling.
Come up with the amazing backup in the glasses. Older lady here. She showed herself to be of a similar height to yourself when she was here. She feels to me like she's either a grandmother or she could even be a great-grandmother who you may probably won't have known. But that doesn't mean she doesn't know you and she hasn't been. And the fact that I'm holding my hands like this, the lady who I have got with me, feels like when she was here, she would have been like a church goer or had some sort of religious belief too. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel she's been with you quite a lot recently. And I do feel that a lot of it relates to the complexities that you've had going on around you. She's just wanting to acknowledge that and say how well you've done with everything. You've come a long way in a short period of time. And it's just something, because I feel that sometimes you're lacking in your own self-belief. And it's like she's wanting to, just kind of say you are, you can do anything you set your mind to. Because it feels as in the past, there's been times when more so from external sources, other people have put that down to your mind. She's bringing to mind times when you started off on a certain path, but then when it's come to making a decision, rather than go with what you feel within, other people, been sniping, snipping more than their pennies worth in. And on occasions you haven't necessarily gone through with what your original intention was. But how you've changed. She's just like proud. Except she's showing me on that back wall an image in great big letters to show us how proud she is of you. And you should be proud of yourself for what you've achieved and what you've overcome. There's also now a gentleman with her. And in a way, it feels like when he was here, he wouldn't necessarily say a lot, but when he did have something to say, people listened. People paid attention to him. It was very important. If people didn't listen, he let them know about it. And I feel he's here as well, just to give you that extra strength, that extra drive to go through with what you need to do. And I feel with both of them, there is just so much strength, upliftment. They just want to see you succeed. Because you can do more than you think you're capable of. And there have been some really tough times, because the lovely lady, she was just making me feel, I could feel the stress, I could feel the frustration. But that is something which shouldn't trouble you. You are a lot better than people have led you to believe. I do see a very long path ahead for you. You will have twists and turns. But your decision making and your capabilities will far exceed what you currently think they can. And I know this lovely couple, they just will be there to help you along the way, just to show you you are good enough. And I feel that's something that's really, really important to them. And that needs sometimes to be drummed into you in the past. Because you've had that there. It's like they want to take it away. They don't want you to have that. They just want you to move forward and just be the best you that you can be. No matter what anyone else says, if it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for them. They're happy with whatever choice you make. You just don't listen to the lectures. I do feel that's pretty much what they've got to say. But any problems, just put that thought out to them, one part of them, and I know they will be there, helping you to move forward in your life. So please take their love, take their encouragement and upliftment. Don't ever stop being. So thank you for working with me. Thank you. Being drawn to you. Even though I was over there, they made me walk all the way out to here. I feel as though I have a gentleman here for you. And given that what he's just made me do, walk halfway across the room, it feels as though when he was here, he'd been, that's the sort of thing he'd have done. He's a bit of a joker, a bit of a Jack the lad.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at you now, and it's, what have you been up to now? He says you can't be left alone for 5 minutes. He says, what is he going to do with you? Aside from that, he has come through with genuine concern for you. It's like, I feel at times when he was here, there were almost two sides to him. Very much a lot of the time, he was outgoing, happy-go-lucky, joking about life and soul of any party. But at times, they could, behind closed doors, because I can see him doing this, almost as if to say, go away, he wants to shut the world out. There were things which he wouldn't have told many people, and he feels like sometimes that was the only way he could have his own time. There were things, I feel, which had gone on, which he didn't tell people. It was a time when men, they weren't open, they didn't discuss things. It was very much the traditional standard British stiff upper lip, carry on, soldier on, nothing wrong with you. Don't be such a soppy so-and-so. And that is something which, if he was here today, then that would not be the case. I feel that you would have been able to encourage him to seek the help if he'd have been here now. Because I know of you to be quite a lively person, mischievous almost. But you're so like him in some ways that when it is needed, you do have the odd sensible adult moment. It's like he's trying to draw comparisons between the two of you. You may not see it that way, but he's given the impression that for all your outgoings, for how open you are with people about some things, there are things which you sometimes keep within. And I feel that he's wanting to encourage you, even if it's just to write it down, or to find somebody. If you're not happy to talk to somebody around you, then find somebody to talk to. If it's an online thing, or if you find someone locally to meet. Because one thing I can say from my own experience, it was by seeing somebody who I'd never talked to before over several years. It just makes so much difference when you can just go bleh to somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't have any preconceived ideas about you, doesn't know anything about you. And I do feel that would be of benefit to you, would say. He's got his eye on you. And it sounds like, even when you were younger, in many aspects, you haven't changed what you're doing. You haven't changed who you are. And he's saying you were a what's it then, although he's not saying what's it. And you can still be a giant what's it now. But he likes that spirited nature that you have. That's something that makes you who you are. It's part of what you can be. And that's something important for you to hold on to. Oh, okay. No, that was it really. He feels like he's off into the kitchen. He needs a cup of tea now, he's been. Well, either that or he's already saw what you had before we started on your plate. He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone as well.
But he does genuinely want to leave you his love and leave you support and say it's okay to put yourself first. And please just think of that when you have something you really don't want to do. Don't just be a yes person. Just say, sorry, I can't. Because if you're not doing it, you're doing it for your own good and you're not doing it to cause any harm or hurt or to be opposite to somebody else. You are allowed to take time for yourself and do things. And if people don't like that, well, tough cookies. because people need to realise it takes a lot of work and energy to be as outrageous as you are sometimes. So please take his advice, please take his love, and put yourself first, and not first after everybody else. Because I feel that is something which, there'll be some subtle way he will remind you of what's been going on. So I shall leave that with you. And just hope some scones left for the rest of the us.
It's about 15 minutes then.
Very quickly, I think I'm coming this way. It's all right, it's just very quick, short thing, but it's something which came when I was sitting there. I feel that my God help you if my new God and God will get together.
Yes.
The complexities of your life. Yeah. You think you're busy now. You want to get some brands. I've seen imagery of brands. It's like just to pull back a little bit, don't go charging out. So if Gordon and my new guy get together, boiling.
They already have. And I was talking about the rains on Tuesday at the weekend. So I fully understand what's coming.
That's all it is. Not a lot to say, but enough is said with a few words.
Yes.
So, as brief as it was, I shall leave that with you.
That's told when it's told you. See, I told you the life of having a guy like him, it's quite electrical.
Okay, right, hello again. Hey, it's not losing chance. So, I just want to move things. I've got somebody here who don't like keep moving things, and I know towards the end of their life they had to like use the table and furniture to walk around. And I also do feel a bit of anxiety with them. So, and I feel that was because it was a fear they had. They were quite fearful. I feel they had kind of an anxiety or a stress personality anyway. But I do feel a lady here, a lady. Oh dear me. And I know that towards the end of her life as well, she was on quite a bit of medication and she's making me feel a bit dizzy here too. Another reason to hold on to things. But I know with her that she wouldn't have told the truth. She wouldn't have given away everything that she was going through. So, because she just didn't want the fuss and she didn't want anybody to think that there was something wrong with her. And she'd like live with this stress and anxiety virtually all her life. But I know she must have been OCD as well, because I just don't like things skewed with, and I've got a straight line through. So she's quite large in the body here, I feel, so she's nice and cuddly. She's probably about 5'4", same, probably a tiny bit smaller than me. I know she's just got grey hair here, a lighter grey, and I do feel that she had glasses, but sometimes I'm aware that they're on my head and I'm looking for them, you know, so we've all done that, haven't we? We've left the glasses on it. So I do feel I have a mum here. Would anybody understand mum like that? That description. Mum-in-law. Don't forget the mother-in-laws, they don't like to be left out. Okay, so, and I know I'm wearing my comfy slippers too, because I feel like that was quite difficult to get them on. My feet are swollen as well. So I had quite a lot going on with me here. I do love company, but I'm also glad to have my own space. Again, this is this kind of anxiety thing. If she's not a relative, then I know that she is somebody that you would have known, and I know she is a mum anyway, because she puts that to me. I did feel over here. I did feel over here. Would you understand some of that? Well, you should. No, anybody over there? Because I found that side. Lady in green?
No.
No.
She's hello, she sounds like my aunt.
Okay.
She always treated me as a mum.
Right, because I did feel drawn over there. I know, my sat nav hasn't been too bad tonight. Okay. May I work with you, Linda, please? Because I know she is a mum.
She's a mum.
Because she says she's a
Who pushed you?
And you felt she was like a mum to you?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, that makes sense for me then. I just know that she's here. She brings that kind of anxiety and stress across. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
And like the OCD and worried about things not being in their place and got to check things, make sure everything's switched off and double checking. And she makes me aware that you do the same. You like to check, double check and triple check, everything's switched off, yes? So that's something that she has in common with you. But I do feel a wonderful lady who didn't like to be a burden. I don't want to tell anybody really what's going on with me. I just want to keep it private. Yeah, but she did have a lot going on, health-wise, that I'm aware of. And she keeps showing me these slippers, and she says, if you didn't have to go out, you'd be in your slippers all the time. Yeah, you like comfort. And you've got used to it, she says. You've got used to being comfortable. But you always used to like, she's making me aware, because she's talking about shopping trips, and she's on about clothes, and buying clothes, and how they would match, like twin sets and things like this, you know? And then getting bags and shoes to match and having that lovely time. Does that make sense? And I just feel she wants to bring some nice memories forward of the times that you shared. Okay. Would you understand the surname of King, please? King. The surname King, because she makes me aware of that surname that I know spirit side. Very strong, connected to the family there. Okay, so I know, I'm just aware of your lovely husband. Oh, he just made me go all cold. But you know he's always present with you. And I am giving you the red rose. And I feel that I'm seeing it being put on a pillow as well. It's being put on a pillow. And I feel as though I'm also going to, I don't know who's talking to me here, but I feel I'm in a chapel. I'm in a little chapel. I'm lighting a candle and I'm praying. Does that make sense for you? And I feel that spirit are listening to you. At that time, they're very much with you, especially with the emotions, because I know at that time you were grieving. Does that make sense? Yes? And I really do feel it's your husband that was the strongest one with you by your side, because he says, that's when I departed. I departed. However, that's the physical, and we know that the power of the Spirit is always present. I have to come to you because he's so proud of his son. So, so proud of his son. And you mentioned your dad recently, and you bigged him up. And that meant a lot to him. So thank you. There's also your arms again coming forward and placing on your head a crown of, they look like daisies, a crown of daisies. All right. Allowing you to be that little girl, to enjoy, to be free, to be expressive, and not to be hard on yourself. Okay? All right. And I'll leave all my love with you. Say thank you for speaking up. Thank you very much. Oh, who remembers the rally bikes? The actual name, rally bikes. Someone's just showing me the rally bike, and I think we're going back a bit. And I feel the person here used to ride with somebody here, or that there's got connection to this rally bike. And I feel I'm a gentleman. I feel I'm a gentleman who's showing me this. And I know that he's making me feel like, well, I could pretend that I was fit, but I wasn't really. I don't really fit. But when you see somebody on a bicycle, you think they're fit, don't you? I do when I'm in my car being lazy. They're fit, aren't they? Riding a bike. And he makes me feel like, okay. I do feel I either have dad or granddad here. I do feel quite strong with the dad. And I know that you would have gone out biking together. Okay. You would have gone out biking together. He would have took you. And I'm aware, of course, him being older, having a bigger bike, and you having a little bike. Talking about a holiday as well, like going to Jersey, or he's bringing that into my mind, Jersey. So the lovely little island of Jersey. Now that must have a connection to him as well. Does anybody understand this? No? No? If I've already been to you and you understand, don't worry, you can put your hand up as well. I've got Arthur, there's Arthur, I don't feel that's him, but there's Arthur as well, spirit side. Can you take this information? No? Lady in blue. Can you take this?
Not the Jersey.
Okay.
Not Jersey, but Valley.
You can take everything else.
So
far. Okay. Mentioning the Jersey, so there's talk of going on holiday, and I know that we're going to Jersey. So there must have been talk about this, looking at brochures, and going to Jersey. So that's what I want as well. If you're not aware of it now, then it may come up. All right, because that's what I want. So is there anybody else who understands that? The rally bike.
I can't take Jersey.
That's fine, because I feel like that's something to, that's going to be mentioned. Because I feel this gentleman must have loved travel, loved holidays, loved the sunshine. That's what I want. A person who would have enjoyed this weather, that's for sure. Okay, you understand that? Would you take this with Dad, please? Your grandfather. Okay, then if his grandfather, then he would have played quite a big part in your life. Because he feels like a dad. Someone who would have engaged with you. Alright? And I know that you would have been important to him. That's what I want. So I feel here, because he keeps banging on about jealousy, because it's like, it's still like Britain without being foreign. Do you know what I mean? Okay, don't worry about it,
It's not Jersey the place,
Oh, okay.
but it is where we used to go on holiday. They heard of Jersey Town.
Oh, okay. It's because I've been to Jersey lots of times and I love the place, so that's probably my interpretation then. Okay. So it's Jersey cows. What a thing to say. Okay. As long as you can understand, we shall work it out. All right. But I do feel that he still did love to travel. He loved the sunshine. And let me out. Let me out. Lovely town. I do feel as well, with your lovely granddad, the times that you spent together were important, not just for you, but for him. That's why he's here tonight, to say those times were so valuable. He valued that time together with you. And I know how he kind of looked at you as his own. He really did, didn't he? And those times that he tinkered with the bikes, that was all part of it, all part of the love.
He's been with me today because I've got a rally bike.
You've got a rally bike. Oh, lovely. Okay.
We're changing to train.
That's why he's there tinkering with the bikes and just. So he'll be there with you, still. Even though you're not little anymore, you've grown up a bit more, haven't you? So, would you understand all this cheese as well? I can see all this cheese. I can see
cheese.
There's loads of it. So I think any excuse, like a doorstop and a bit of cheese on there, loved it. Loved it. Yeah?
It's because I hate.
You hate
cooked cheese.
Okay.
We used to have her for in the kitchen because it smelled.
You love it. Great bit of stick that cheese on there. So he had a good sense of humour and knew how to tease you, didn't he? Hey, and he still is now. So ever present with you. Isn't that lovely? Ever present with you. I'm very, very chuffed that he's managed to be here tonight. So thank you so much for speaking up. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gina and Nicola. Wow, what a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for my message. Plus, it's nice watching some of my relatives come to members of the congregation as well. I can't tell you the secrets that she used to keep, but I will say that last week her son came through and he was connected. Aunt Jill, last week it was Ray, weren't it? Yes, her son came through last week. So lovely, thank you. Rita, darling, I love you, but you and me are going to have a falling out if you don't like cooked cheese. Come on. There's a lot I can cope with, but come on. But thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves and had an uplifting evening of connection and love and laughter and unity in truth of spirit, because that's what it's about. A big thank you to Nicola and Gina. I remember when you first came to this church, and we were sharing the demonstration, you had to be dragged up and wouldn't do more than one or two. And look at you now. I know you are. Yeah, it was. I know you are, but you should be very proud of yourself and your life.
Thank you, because one thing I can say very quickly, back in that last September when I came here by myself, and I didn't tell you this before, I saw you when I got home, there were 3 music channels I listened to. So I was like buzzing my eye.
Yeah.
What's it song?
My favourite word, by the way, what's this?
And first channel was Evidence.
Yeah.
Second channel was Evidence.
Yeah.
Went to the third channel, and because of something which I believe you were saying about last week or the week before, the song that was playing, and I thought, you've got to remember it. This is me from The Greatest Showman.
Oh wow, brilliant.
That was like
perfect song.
So, and it probably makes you go, hopefully, well, you might do it then. If I could have chosen anywhere to come to do my first one away from our place, it would have been here. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina and Nicola. A reminder that there's so much going on this month. If you'd like to know about the workshops, the drumming, the healing, the open day. Yeah, I think that's about it. And do please have a word at last. There is some food in the kitchen. I don't quite know what, but I know that when it's gone, it's gone.
You just want to have your cake, haven't you?
I know. I thought I'd sandwich a few jokes in there. Cheesy as they are. But hopefully there's enough to go around. Do please stay behind for tea, coffee, chats, conversations. If you'd like any healing, we've got healers who can provide it as well. But most importantly, thank you all for being here and making it all worthwhile. It's so overjoying and inspiring to know that after 13 years we're still here and still kicking it and still doing the work of spirit and bringing a little bit of comfort and upliftment to those that are in need. So this is your church. There is no committee other than those that walk through the door. I know I stand up here every week, but that's only because I do as a time. This church is your church, whether you come once a year, once a week, or once every so often in a blue moon. You are the bricks, the mortar, and the heart of this place. So from the bottom of mine, thank you very much. Let's close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Divine Universal Source of all, we thank you. We thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, hope and friendship. As we go out into the world, Great Spirit, we ask for the strength, the ability and the courage to speak our truths clearly, plainly, with kindness and compassion, but most importantly, with conviction and truth. In times of need and great difficulty, we ask you not to move the mountain, just give us the strength to climb. Until we meet again, I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, and all those watching at home, and all the families represented, like a web of love and light shining across the world. In your name, Amen. One last opportunity to say a big thank you to our mediums, Nicola and Gina! To our healers, to
reading, by the way. How many ways you can get hugging a tree into a poem, God only knows. So you keep going. Thank you all for being here. For those that have got raffle tickets, get your raffle tickets ready because it's about to be prize winning time. For those that haven't, the kitchen is ready and awaiting your usage. But from all of us here, of course, to everyone who's watching online, thank you for being with us. I can't get the microphone, so you're going to have to be extra loud this week. So to everyone out there, from all of us in here, after 3, 1, 2, 3.